What's up, guys? Dallas here. Just wanted to give you guys a year-and-a-half update on that platform that I made back in April of last year. I just wanted to show you guys how it's been handling. It's been in my truck for pretty much all throughout that time, unless I have some passengers riding with me in the back of the truck. Yeah, it's dealt with my pups. I got about a 90-pound dog, a 65-pound dog, and a 45-pound dog that always ride in there when we do travel and take them with us. So it does handle some weight. I believe it was only a 3/4 inch plywood and then a 2x4 leftover pieces I put for legs on the driver and passenger side, and then I did a 2x4 as well for the center, right behind that center console. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before it's installed in our truck, and then I will show you guys pretty much the wear and tear of how our platform looks, and then show you guys exactly how I install it. All right, so here's the truck. Pretty much have our seats up right now. Of course, that's the only way you can do it, unless you wanted it above your seats, but I think this is probably the easier way, or the easiest way. But yeah, pretty simple. You just have your two seats up, all the way folded back. I just have some stuff, jumper cables. I do have carried 2 sets of jumper cables, 3 sets of med kits, and then I have a little toolbox right here. I used to keep everything in here, but then it's not as easy accessible to grab my toolbox when I have a platform on top, because I do have it sitting back here nice and tucked. And before you can even install it, you have to make sure that these seats are kind of slid up forward, and then that's pretty much it, because of course you can't move the center console. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at how our platform looks after a year-and-a-half of having it in our truck. All right, so this is our platform that we've had in our truck. We built it, we custom built it. I was pretty much running my own dimensions on it, and I kind of effed up on the carpet right here. I was supposed to have it under-mounted like that. This was supposed to be the bottom, and it was the top when I pretty much had everything set in stone. I turned it around and my measurements were off. I have some hair right there I'm trying to get off right now for my pups. But yeah, so this carpet piece was supposed to be folded upside down, but of course, me doing it first time, pretty much going off my own measurements, I kind of effed up on that. So if I were to do a next one, I'd probably go a little slower on actually stapling the carpet down. But other than that, it looks not too bad at all. As you can see right here, there are some corners that I obviously messed up because this was supposed to be facing down. So when I flipped it over, the measurements and the cutout were completely off. So I pretty much just ran with it. I didn't want to waste any material. So all the edges pretty much flapping. Again, it was a DIY project, so it wasn't a professionally done thing. But this sits in the back under the 40-60 split, so it doesn't really get tucked or touched at all. Some parts I kind of messed up on. My scissors wasn't the sharpest thing I've had, but again, my thought process was that this was all supposed to be underneath, but this is pretty much the top. So as you can see, here is the legs. I wrap it in the carpet as well. This pretty much touches behind the driver's side seat, and I do have one as well for the center. This one doesn't really matter because it doesn't really touch at all. But if something heavy were to go right on the middle, then it'll pretty much touch. And it's also nice too, so it doesn't cave in at all. And then I have the passenger side right here. Same layout, same exact thing, pretty much just a mirror. But yeah, it's been pretty nice to have in the back of our truck, just a nice flat surface behind our seats. So we don't have kids yet at all, so we just keep the platform in the back. So when we do go on our grocery runs, I pretty much just leave the platform in our truck the whole time, and because I don't want it in the garage getting dusty or dirty or hair, you know, from our pups. So pretty much just have it in the back of our truck at all times. And I must have spent not too much on it, maybe honestly total of $50 to $60, depending on what type of plywood you buy. There are thickness levels of it. Pretty sure this is a 3/4 inch or 1 inch, I could be wrong. And then I just had leftover scraps of 2x4 laying around, and then of course I did buy the carpet as well, and I got all my materials at my local hardware store. We have a Home Depot not too far from us, so I got my supplies from there. But yeah, we love it a lot. We're gonna make some changes to it in the future, so I'll probably make another video of it. I'll probably have to create a whole new one and see how that will work with my new lifestyle. But I'm gonna go ahead and install it in the back of our pickup, and I'll pretty much have the tripod and camera facing towards the truck, because I can do it myself. But make sure you have your seats pulled up forward and then kind of leaning forward as well. So that definitely does help. But yeah, not bad at all. It's holding up really well for the last year and a half, and not too bad as doing it myself and not really going off of any type of instructions or blueprint that somebody else had. I guess to give you some tips, if you guys haven't seen that video, I pretty much decided on where I wanted it to go into. So I wanted to have as much real estate as possible. So I made sure I had some cuts right here. So you do see those indents, and then as well as with the seat belts. So that's why they're about 3 or 4, 2 in the middle with the seat belts, and then the corners. So I wanted to make sure that my platform sat real nice and used as much space as I could. So we're gonna go ahead and install this real quickly. Since I have to put it back in my truck, I was just figured why not show you guys how the platform has been for the last year and a half, and it's doing pretty damn good. So I'm really impressed with it. I've seen other people's, they have really nice ones. They have like drawer systems in there, but I didn't have that much time to tinker around with that. I just made one flat piece of platform, couple legs, and it's been doing really good. So, all right, I'm gonna pick this up real quick, just as so. Go in just as so. Get it in there. Kind of push it back, and you get it fit. Boom, there you go. Snug fit, just as so. So as you can see, it is a little wobbly, but I mean, it does its job. I'm not gonna waste material to just restart this whole thing, but like I said, in the future, I'll probably go a little slower. I went pretty slow with this, but now that I know how I did this one, I know what to do differently for the next time. So that's what it looks like from afar. A nice flat surface, put all your groceries in. Even for the lake, I put like our cooler and then our portable power bank back here as well. And then of course you want some playroom too. I can move the seat backwards, but if I had it forward, then it'll kind of hit that, and you know, I don't want to mess up the seat covers and stuff. But as I said before, or earlier, you couldn't see from there, here's that one gap, because you have to clear this, and it's pretty banged up. Every time I take it on and off, I pretty much scrape right there. But it's a truck. But you can push this forward if you wanted to get more coverage. Then back here, you lose more space. So it all depends on what you like. Sometimes I have it just like this when I travel for my pups, but also sometimes I have it back here as well. Sometimes I get that back. There you go. Well, because sometimes I kind of keep things under here. You can see that. I keep things under here as well when I travel. I guess you can see it better here. Sorry, that sun was kind of in my face and in the camera back there. But I guess you can see the middle leg touching right over that hump right there. And of course, you're here, there's a little space. So I guess if I were to, it's a little wobbly. But I suppose with my pups being in there and the wood probably warping time after time, that's just normal wear and tear. Because it wasn't like this when I first made it. It was nice and touched down. So, but again, it still works. There's no cracks, there's no nothing. There's not even any rips in this thing when I have my pups in it. But again, I do cover this with tarp just to protect this longevity and easy cleaning, because as you see, lots of long white hair. My pups have long white hair, so cleaning this is a B word. So, but yeah, so overall, absolutely love this. Glad I did it. It was a long time coming. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So show you again. Boom. Keep two large dogs and one medium dog in there at all times. And then these seats don't ever get touched at all. And as you can see, I got some dog slobber all over my seats and on my door panels. But thanks for watching. I just wanted to show you guys my platform that I did a custom DIY on. Got my own measurements. Yeah, pretty much just an idea. And I didn't realize a lot of people were doing it themselves. So, but yeah, it's been handling pretty good. Again, I pretty much got a cheap plywood, 3/4 to an inch, I think. I'm not sure how big or how much the sheet was. I'm thinking it might have been $30 for the sheet. I could be wrong. And then the 2x4 was left over that I've had from other projects. And then I bought the carpet as well. I'm not sure how much the carpet was. Maybe anywhere from $15 to $25 for the roll. It was only like a 4x6 or maybe a 8x6. Again, I'm not too sure. It was like almost 2 years ago. So, but that is the condition of it of the last year and a half, with having pups on it, having it in my truck, groceries, all that kind of stuff on it. It's been doing pretty good. So I'm really impressed with it. Again, I'm going to be making a new one in the near future. I'll have to change my setup here for the back of the truck. So I will probably make another video on creating that platform, and then I'll try be a little better on stapling the carpet the correct way. I already made all the cuts, and I didn't want to go buy more material if I can deal with it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.